Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chrissy and this is Life Talk. And today is gonna be a 15-week pregnancy update. I finally selected my doctor. I finally selected the hospital that I'm gonna deliver in. And I'm super excited about it because it is like 1,000,000 times better than the hospital I delivered my daughter in Houston. I don't think I ever told you guys this, but I drove an hour and a half, probably a little bit more, because the highways were shut down on that Sunday morning that I went to the hospital, that I went into labor. So I probably drove maybe like an hour and 45 minutes to the hospital when I was in labor with my daughter. And it was the most torturous thing I've ever been through in my life. So I told myself that this time around I'm going to select a doctor and a hospital that's way closer. I was first time doing this, so I didn't know anything. I didn't even know what hospital was good, so I just kind of went off of he say or she say with the hospital I selected, and the worst experience. But I mean, it wasn't the worst, but the drive was just, it just almost killed me. So anyways, I selected a doctor. She is a OB, of course, but she's an assistant professor, which made me feel super good about my decision. I read her reviews online, and she had amazing reviews. So since I was so far along, you know, I found out late that I was pregnant. So since this is my first visit with her and I was already, Tom, do not try me on video. He's crazy. So anyways, since I was already so far along and this was my first visit with her, they wanted to do an ultrasound. So I got another ultrasound, which I was super stoked about, because who doesn't want to see their baby every chance that they get? And I have to go back in 5 weeks for the gender ultrasound, and I get another freaking set of ultrasound pictures, which is super exciting. So that's 3 ultrasound. I don't know about anybody else's insurance or how many ultrasounds they get, and I mean, I probably won't get another one after I get this 20-week one, but I'm super excited that I'm gonna have 3 ultrasound pictures of this baby, because with Noelani, I only had 1 ultrasound picture of her, which sucked. So they did the ultrasound just to make sure everything was good inside, everything was cooking good inside. And I believe she said the baby was like 9 or 12 centimeters. I can't believe I forgot, but baby was looking good. And she gave me this awesome, does it have any information on here? She gave me this awesome pregnancy binder, and it has just like information about allergies and viruses. They're pushing me super hardcore to get the flu shot because it's gonna be flu season, and I'm not a fan of immunizations. I do allow my daughter to receive them only because I would hate for anything to happen with her and it fall back on me because she wasn't immunized. I mean, that's a whole nother video on immunizations, but I'm really not for the flu shot, especially while pregnant, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But she said they're gonna push it on me every time I go in there, so be ready to refuse hardcore. So anyways, I'm already past my first trimester, so of course she was like, you can skip over that. I mean, she was like, you can read it just so you catch up, you know, on a lot of things. But this is the 2nd trimester tab, and it kind of just welcome, class information. I like this book because I didn't get anything like this with the hospital I was at. So they want you to pre-register. They give you a form. They go over some like baby essentials that you're gonna need to bring in your hospital bag. Glucola testing, which I'm gonna have this, says that 24 weeks. I'm gonna have to take that glucose drink. Round ligament pain, it goes over some of that I'm gonna be experiencing. I had a really bad round ligament pain with my first daughter, I guess because it was my first and my body was not used to it, so it was really bad for me. And then it just has a place for notes. So second trimester really isn't that informative. Third trimester is a little bit thicker, and first trimester was thick as well. And then it also has the at hospital tab, which I'll go over that when I'm in the hospital with y'all. But yeah, she said the baby's looking great. She asked me like of course, any of my concerns. She was so nice. And I didn't even tell you guys, I didn't even get to see my doctor. Oh, my wedding ring. I didn't even get to see my doctor because she's so booked and busy that they had me see one of her nurses, and she was so freaking nice. Like, I just got a really good feel about everybody and the entire freaking building, from the receptionist, the ultrasound tech, to the nurse. The lady who drew my blood was freaking amazing. So I mean, oh, they did a pap smear on me because I'm new to the office. They did a pap smear. They drew 7 things of blood because I asked her to test me for like everything that they could possibly test me for. And she asked my husband if he had any questions. He was like, no, my wife usually covers everything. Like, she usually doesn't skip over everything, so I'm just gonna allow her to kind of do her thing. And I set up my next 3 appointments. I'm gonna be on a monthly basis for right now for the next 3 months. So I'll go back on November 26th, and then I can't remember my December appointment or January appointment, but it's gonna be like towards the end of every month. She asked me if I had any questions, and one major question that I had for her was like, do I need to go on a pregnant girl diet? Because the weight that they took, I was already freaking pissed off, okay, at my weight. I don't own a scale, so I don't weigh myself often, but I know like by this and just my clothes, how they fit me, and I know that I'm not at the weight that I would like to be at. I know that I'm a lot heavier than I was pre-having children. So I gained 60 pounds when I was pregnant with my daughter, which is a lot. And I didn't breastfeed her for long, so you know, breastfeeding helps you take off the weight. I didn't breastfeed her for long, and I held a lot of that weight throughout, you know, up until I got pregnant again. I still carried a lot of the weight. I may have lost maybe 30 pounds. I maybe have lost like half of the weight that I gained when I was pregnant with her. But I mean, I still had 30 more extra pounds on me, which is a lot. I mean, you can tell when somebody has 30 extra more pounds on them. So my question to her was like, do I need to go on some kind of maternity diet? Because I'm not trying to gain 60 pounds again. I said, what do I need to avoid? Like, what do I need to do? Because I walked my pit bull. I don't have him anymore, but I walked him every single day when I was pregnant with my daughter, and it didn't help because clearly I still gained 60 pounds. But it was my first baby, so my mom was spoiling me with food. I was eating like 10. The meal that I loved and the snack that I loved was fruit roll-ups, hot Cheetos, which, where are my hot Cheetos? They're up there. I still love hot Cheetos. And my babies, my daughter, she's 15 months and she freaking loves hot Cheetos. But I would eat like the meal would be like 10 wings. I would get 5 honey barbecue and 5 garlic parmesan. It would come with fries and 2 boudin balls and like a big ass thing of ranch. Like my mom would come over every weekend and she would bring me one of them damn meals from Houston. And they're my favorite. They still are my favorite to this day. But thank God I live an hour and a half away from this restaurant because they'd probably be the death of me. But so yeah, I don't want to go back down that road again. I do not want to gain 60 pounds with this pregnancy. I can't because like I'm heavier than I was, so I would just be like 2 times bigger than I'm supposed to be. So anyways, she told me just to pretty much avoid sweets. I mean, you can still have them here and there, but avoid them as much as possible. Drink a lot of water. I was like, that's it? Like, that's all I need to do? I feel like I'll drink a lot of water and avoid sweets and I'll still gain the weight. Like, I don't know. My body is just so freaking weird. I feel like I could eat celery and tomatoes every day and I'll still gain weight. But that's all the advice that she gave me for now. So I'm really gonna try to not do the same thing that I did with my first. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Other than that, I have to try to, we have a 3-bedroom house, right? So right now, my daughter has a room, we have a room, and then we have a guest room. So I wanted to change the guest room into the new baby's room. But my husband is like, no, we need to keep it a guest room because when we have guests over, were they gonna sleep on our freaking couch? He's like, no, I don't want to give up my living room. We can put the 2 kids in one room and keep the guest room. And I was like, not trying to have it because our rooms are fairly small here. I'm not trying to shove 2 kids into one room. And he was like, it's just, he's like, the kids aren't gonna sleep in their freaking rooms anyways. Like, my daughter still sleeps in the bed with me. So he's like, you're tripping, we're putting the kids in one room. So I kind of feel him because I don't want nobody sleeping on my couch either. I don't want to wake up, come out of my room, bam, see somebody on the couch if they're, you know, if I have company. So, and my sister has a large family and she's mainly the one that we're considering when they come over because we don't want like, what are they, a 4-part family sleeping in the freaking living room trying to share a couch with a baby and all kind of stuff. So I'm trying to figure out now how the heck I'm gonna squeeze 2 kids into one room. So that'll be fun. That'll be a fun little series that I don't know when I'm gonna start working on it. Hopefully soon because I don't want to be working on it like close to delivery or 8 months pregnant or whatever. So I'm probably gonna start like a 2 babies in one room series, organizing and just trying to squeeze them in there. And I wanted to upgrade her bed from because she doesn't even have a bed in her room right now because we moved her crib into our room to try to sleep train her and that shit didn't work. So we're like, okay, we're just gonna keep it in the room for the new baby, and then we're gonna I'm gonna make her a wooden frame bed for her room. But she's so used to sleeping in a queen bed, I can't buy her a freaking toddler mattress. She's gonna need like a full or a twin or whatever. Like, I feel like she's gonna need not the first step after a toddler bed, but the second step after a toddler bed. Because I don't want to have to, you know, quickly buy another mattress. So another size up, I want to already have her in that size up. So it's gonna be fun. And that's pretty much it. If y'all have any questions for me, leave it in my comment box. Please like my videos and subscribe if you like me. If you don't, it's cool. I get it. You're probably already subscribed to like 1,000 mom channels, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.